Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Yah Bashim Yahushai, Baraktam, Basham Kwakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Growth Muslim who rule well, including the Akim, doing the work of Yah Bashim Yahushai with all diligence and sincerity of mind. This is Brother Menashe, DC Camp, just to share another lesson as per the confounding of the tongue of the people, just like what happened in Genesis the 11th chapter, because folks been asking, was the Hebrew the primary language of the earth? Yes, it was, but due to folks going against the words of Yabashima Shai, things got split up. The people got divided. The Mosai confounded their language. So it's important to understand that the Hebrew is very important. So I'm just going to go through a quick lesson to show you how the Yoruba language is based on several words from different languages. There's several words that come from the Hebrew, that come from the Spanish, and it's important to understand that there are different ways the Most High can communicate with people. So it's not just any one tongue that's upon the face of the earth. There are several tongues, right? But the main tongue is the Hebrew. All right. So this is Job chapter 32, verse 8. So it says, "But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding." So for the Akim to have an understanding of the precepts of Yahweh Shim Yahushai, they need the spirit. They need that spirit, the Holy Spirit, that the Most High will use to stir up your pure minds, because the Hebrew language is a pure language. It's been preserved from age to age. It got corrupted here and there, but the main understanding is what counts, and that's exactly what the prophets, the men of the Lord, the apostles, have held on to. All right. So the proper translation of the scriptures is exactly what the apostles are after. All right. So it's been a good thing to understand the Mosai has different ways of getting through Israelites that speak different languages. So I'm going to focus on the Yoruba, because the Yoruba people in West Africa, Nigeria, they're the tribe of Levi. So it's I'm gonna make it a quick and brief video. I'm not gonna go into a part two just to prove it's true. So there are a couple of words I'm gonna show to the Akim, because it's important to have a basic understanding that the customs of the Hebrews is still being practiced among Jakes in West Africa. You have the custom of circumcision. You have the custom of planting. So there are several other. I'm just gonna leave that to another video. So we wanna start with the word for eyes. Okay. So if we type in eyes in the English word, see the word there is ojos. That's in Spanish. All right, ojos. All right. And then if you go to the Yoruba, that's oju. All right. So that lets you know that things get confounded along the line, because Jakes never only lived in West Africa, they are spread out abroad too. And through all that commerce and traveling, they pick up on certain things, They pick up the ways of the heathen, the way they speak. All of a sudden, it becomes a way of life. It becomes a custom. All right. So you go from the English word for eyes to the Spanish, it's ojos, and then you have for Yoruba, it's oju. That means for the eye. All right. And then the Hebrew, you know that the word for eyes is ayan, all right, and that's very important. So if you type in English, you type in egg. The word there is ẹyin, all right. So that means your eyeball. But when you combine, the word for egg and eyes, you have ẹyin ojú. So if I put edit that and I add OJU, it's supposed to say eyeball, but that's okay. I could always change that later on, because the Google Translate is not really it's not always on point. So you see that right there. So the word for eyes in English, when translated to Yoruba, that's oju, but in Spanish it's ojos. All right. Now, if you look at the word for father in the Hebrew, it's Abba, but in Yoruba, if you type in the word for father, that is Baba. All right. So that's one thing. You have Abba in the Hebrew and Baba in the Yoruba. Same thing for mother, Mother. That's Iya. But if you do a switch over from Yoruba to English, to type in Mama, that means mom. All right. So mama in Yoruba means mother in English. All right. So that's one thing I can have to understand. And then the more you dig, the more you're gonna see. It's one of those strange languages, man. It's like you sit down, you start to compare words across different regions on the face of the earth. Then you start to realize that truly, the prophecy happened. That the children of Israel will be scattered among the different nations. All right. So another word that you want to check out is rock. So if you have rock in the English, you get Akpata in Yoruba, and Peter's name means rock. If you look at it in the Greek, it should tell you it means rock. All right. So you can always pull it up in the blue letter. It's going to show you that the word for Peter in the Greek, it goes back to the word rock in English, and in Yoruba it means Akpata. All right. And then as farther you go, the more you're gonna see. And then if you look at the word for room, in the Yoruba, it means yara, okay? And that's how you start to link things up. You have the word yara, Yerushalayim means, city of peace. Ayara, if you say Iyara, it also means room. Okay. You could add an I in front of it. It's still going to be the same thing. Alright, so this translator is not really on point. But for those that are well familiar with the Yoruba language, you could tell that it's on point. Yep. So let you know, man, things are not always what they're gonna be. So it's important I can understand that you have to study these different languages to have an idea of what really happened. You know. So room, the English word in Yoruba is yara or iyara, and then when you look at the word candle, candle in English, all right, and then you look at the Yoruba, that means abella, all right, and then when you translate from the English to Latin or Spanish, do a Spanish translation for that, you're gonna see that the word there is vela. All right, so you have abella for the Yoruba and vela for the English. All right, so you see that abella, and then you have vela in Spanish. So just let you know, man, the Mosai really did a number, on his people. And then if you go to Etim Online, actually, I pull up a word, another word here. It's gonna be metal, metal. So I'm gonna translate that to Yoruba. So the word for metal in Yoruba is irin, irin. Okay, irin. And then you go to Etim Online, and then you look at the word for iron. And now it says iron. Iron is from the Old English iron variant with rhoticism of the S. All right. So you have Isen, later form of Isen, the metal iron, an iron weapon or instrument. And then you keep going down. It says Old Irish, Ion, Welsh, High on, and then you keep looking further. You start seeing the variations. All right, the variations. So for it says in southern England, the Middle English word tended to be R with the loss of N. All right, so that's how words, lose their their spellings, their pronunciations, through the ages. All right, so that's exactly what really happened with Jakes that were spread among the heathens. They lost their language. So it's only through the spirit that you could tell if someone's an Israelite or not just by the languages they speak. All right. And then if you look at Genesis chapter 11, verse 6, it says, "And the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kadash, said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do." And when you look at the word for begin in the Hebrew, the word there is, barayat, barayash, in the beginning, barayashat, and then you look at the word for begin in the Yoruba for verse 6. The word there is bere, all right? So some Hebrew words were preserved, some were not, so that's how that lets you know, man, that some languages in the world are a mixture of other different languages, especially the Yoruba, all right? So there's still more words that I need to look into, but for the meantime, this is just a little bit, to understand that the Most High has different ways of letting Jakes, go off and then let him come back, So we're not going to be speaking Yoruba in the kingdom. We're going to be speaking the word for Hebrew. All right. So when Jake, loses the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Shimi Shai, they begin to lose, their sense of purpose. They start to adopt different customs of the heathens, and all of a sudden they become lost themselves. That's why Yahweh Shai talks about the lordship of the house of Israel, and this word spread out throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. So with that, Akim, I say Kahala Yahweh Shimi Shai. Bashem Kodash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and the Akim that do the work of Yah Bashim Shai with all focus, continue to study, because it's not easy, looking up all these different languages. You need to have an idea of what happened, according to the prophecy of Yah Bashim Shai, and then you start to put the puzzles together. All right. So I say shalom, and keep your head up. There's no shame in admitting that we fell off as a people. We're still dealing with the curses, and the Messiah is going to deliver us from the evil that's to come. So we're not going to get confounded, when it comes to the words of Yahweh Shema Shai anymore, because this is it. This is what we're going to get. In these last days, we're going to get more understanding, so that way we have a solid foundation when all hell breaks loose. Shalom.